Hello and welcome to our Relationships and Sex Education presentation. The Department for Education announced changes to the Relationship and Sex Education framework. These changes have come into effect and all schools will be required to comply with the updated requirements, making relationship education compulsory for all pupils receiving primary education. It's been 20 years since the last review of these curriculum areas, and in that time the world has changed significantly. The purpose of the video is to give you an insight into what the expectations are for the relationship and sex education. Children now face new challenges. They have to process lots of information from different sources such as TV, the internet, social media, understanding how society is changing, understanding risks that they may face, all putting pressure on their physical and mental health. We believe relationships and sex education is important for our pupils and our school because it is giving children the knowledge that will enable them to make informed decisions about their well-being, health and relationships. It's about giving children the opportunity to put knowledge into practice as they develop the capacity to make sound decisions when facing risks, challenges and complex contexts. It's the recognition that everyone faces difficult situations in their lives and how relationships and sex education can support young people to develop resilience, to know how and when to ask for help, and to know where to access support as well. Relationships are something that we positively and explicitly teach throughout school and in our PSHE lessons. We view the partnership of home and school as vital in providing the context to both complement and reinforce what the children learn at home about healthy, respectful relationships, focusing on family and friendships in all contexts, including online, as well as how to be healthy. So the positive change that's been made as a result of the review is the inclusion of the relationships part of education in primary schools. It is now expected that all schools teach personal, social, health education as part of the national curriculum. For us at Claypole Primary School, this hasn't changed. We have always taught PSHE explicitly and relationships too. Sex education in primary schools remain optional, though in year 5 and 6 the children's science curriculum does involve puberty and reproduction, which also forms part of the sex education part of RSE. At our school, we currently teach sex education to children in year 5 and 6, which goes beyond the existing national curriculum for science. Before these lessons take place, the school gives parents the opportunity to understand what will be taught and how it will be approached, and view any materials so that they understand what we propose to teach and how. If you continue to have concerns, then you have the right to withdraw from any sex education lessons that go beyond that of the science national curriculum. We will continue to teach sex education, which focuses on puberty and reproduction. This is only part of the Science National Curriculum for Year 5 and 6. As it is part of the Science National Curriculum, it's compulsory. We hold meetings with parents in Year 5 and 6 to discuss this and share materials, and you have the right to withdraw from any sex education lessons that go beyond that of the Science National Curriculum. As part of the science curriculum, we teach the following statutory objectives that build understanding about growth and reproduction. We know from speaking to children that if you don't get the correct and accurate information about sex and relationships from a reliable source, they will find the information from other sources: friends, older siblings, websites, TV, which may not be true or age appropriate. The information gathered during the government consultation found that most children wanted this information and discussion to be provided in school with their teachers so that they could ask their questions in a safe space and have them answered in an age-appropriate way. Teaching RSE is really important. It's about acceptance, tolerance, diversity, how to challenge discrimination. Here are some more important reasons why relationships and sex education should be taught. Children should be taught about the society in which they're growing up. These subjects are designed to foster respect for others and for difference, and educate children about healthy relationships. RSE should meet the needs of all children, whatever their developing sexuality or identity, and this should include age-appropriate teaching about different types of relationships in the context of the law. The government undertook a wide public consultation which involved discussions with over 90 organisations, as well as the public consultation on the draft regulations and guidance, and this has informed the key decisions on the subjects and how best to teach it. In a primary school, you have the right to withdraw from any sex education lessons that go beyond that of the Science National Curriculum. There is no right to withdraw from relationships education at primary or secondary school, as the content of these subjects, such as family, friendships, safety, including online safety, are important for all children to be taught. Here's what children feel they need to know about. And here is what children say they need to know about sooner. And during the consultation period with the children, here's where children thought babies came from. These are responses from children nationally, from all different backgrounds and different schools. And as you can see, lots of different responses. And they were also asked, how does the baby get out? And again, lots of different responses. Now, I've been teaching this for many years, and as a Year 6 teacher, I was always met with giggles and lots of embarrassment, and that was perfectly normal. The giggles aren't out of silliness, the giggles come out of embarrassment. Here are the recommended changes for schools. It's also important to note that the RSE curriculum is designed to help children from all backgrounds build positive and safe relationships and to thrive in modern Britain. Our school, as a Christian religious character, we believe that teaching about relationships builds on our core Christian values of love and equality and is in line with the Church's teaching. The Church of England's Charter for Relationship, Sex and Health Education states, "Everyone will be treated with dignity as all people are made in the image of God and loved equally by God. All pupils have a right to an education which enables them to flourish and is set in a learning community where differences of lifestyle and opinion within that which is permissible under UK law are treated with dignity and respect." There are some really useful documents on our website about relationship and sex education as well, and there are some additional reference links that show how RSE fits in with the Church of England's vision. Alright, so in summary, parents have the right to withdraw children from sex education lessons at primary school that go beyond the content in the Science National Curriculum. Topics covered, related and linked to science curriculum are statutory and not optional to teach. This is as follows. In Key Stage 1, children learn that animals, including humans, have offspring that grow into adults. They should be introduced to the concepts of reproduction and growth, but not how reproduction occurs. And then in upper key stage 2, so year 5 and 6, children are taught about life cycles of humans and animals, including reproduction. They also learn about the change that happens in humans from birth to old age. This includes learning about what happens in puberty. Schools have the right and obligation to teach RSE topic to prepare children for life when they leave school. The curriculum on relationships and sex education should complement and be supported by the school's wider policies on behaviour, bullying and safeguarding, including PSEH, e-safety and relationships, etc. For us, these aren't major changes. Parents will be given opportunities to attend different meetings to understand how the curriculum is being planned to be taught. As the curriculum planning develops, parents will have the opportunity to look at materials that will be used. And at the beginning of each year, there'll be an opportunity to discuss with the class teacher at the year's curriculum. Each term, parents will have access via the school website and the curriculum newsletter. It will summarise what is being taught. If you need to discuss this further, teachers will be happy to discuss this with you or signpost other materials that can be used at home to support discussions as well. And of course, please reach out to us if you have any concerns or queries. Curriculum maps will be available on our website, and we will keep families up to date as to what we're teaching and when we're teaching the sex educational part of the curriculum. Please do visit our website as well. Find curriculum and scroll down to PSHE, and at the bottom of that page you will find RSE, Relationship and Sex Education. And before we go, this is a partnership. It's a partnership between home and school, which is vital in providing the context to both complement and reinforce what the children are learning at home about healthy, respectful relationships, focusing on family and friendships in all contexts, including online, as well as how to be healthy. Thank you for watching. Take care.